Good morning, children. I hope you are all watch the videos. But today's class I am going to revise the chapter 1, the globe. Children, today I am going to revise the topics the globe, then surface of the earth, then shape of the earth, then latitudes, then features of latitudes, then important latitudes, then longitudes, features of longitudes, and the grid. Let us see, children. First one, the globe. Children, what is globe? Yes, a globe is a small model of the earth. Children, globe is spherical in shape and gives an accurate picture of the earth. Then surface of the earth. Children, basically surface means the top layer of something. Children, here surface of the earth refers huge land masses such as water bodies and different types of physical features. You know, most of the earth's surface 71% is covered with water and the remaining 29% is taken by the continental land masses. Children, how many continents are on the earth's surface? Yes, there are 7 continents on the earth's surface. What are the children? Yes, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Europe, Antarctica and Australia. Children, then ocean. Children, what is ocean? Yes, the large water bodies is called ocean. How many oceans on the earth's surface? Yes, there are 5 oceans. What are they? Yes, they are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Then shape of the earth. Children, what is the shape of the earth? Yes, the shape of the earth is sphere. Children, can you see whole globe at a time? No, we cannot see whole globe at a time. Children, only we can see half of the globe. Yes, isn't it? So, if you want to see other side of the globe, we have to turn the globe. Isn't it, children? Like the earth, the globe rotates about its axis. Children, do you know what is axis and globe? Yes, the globe rotates on its axis, which is a line that runs through top to bottom. Children, there are 2 points on which a globe rotates. Isn't it, children? Yes. What are the 2 points? Yes, the points at the bottom represents the South Pole and the points at the top represents the North Pole. Here, an imaginary line running from one pole to the other through the center of the earth is called axis. Isn't it, children? So, the earth rotates on this axis. Okay, children. What are poles? Yes, the 2 end points are called poles. Children, the top is the North Pole and the bottom of the globe is called the South Pole. Children, an imaginary line that runs midway. Children, an imaginary line that runs midway between the poles is called the equator. You know, equator divides the earth into 2 equal curves. What are they? Yes, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. Children, next one, latitudes. See, parallels are called latitudes. See, children, these are imaginary horizontal lines that run east to west across the globe. Equator divides the earth into 2 equal parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. What are latitudes? Yes, the imaginary horizontal lines are drawn parallel to the equator. They are called latitudes or parallel. Children, how many lines are on the globe? Yes, there are 181 lines of latitude on the globe. So, from the equator 0 degree, North Pole is 90 degree to the north of the equator, and the South Pole is 90 degree to the south of the equator. So, totally 181 latitude lines drawn on the globe. Next one, features of latitudes. Children, what are the features of latitudes? See, there are 181 latitudes in all. Then latitudes are circles. See children, latitudes are circles. Then equator is the longest circle. See children, the length of latitudes keeps decreasing. See, decreasing as we move away from the equator towards poles. Children, some latitudes have special names. What are they? Yes, there are 4 important latitudes. See children, look at image. What are the 4 important latitudes? Yes, see, Tropic of Cancer. Where is located? Yes, it is located in north side. So, it is 23.5 degree north. Then Tropic of Capricorn. Children, what is the degree of Tropic of Capricorn? Yes, 23.5 degree south. Then Arctic Circle 66.5 degree north, and Antarctic Circle 66.5 degree south. Children, next one, longitudes. What are longitudes? Yes, longitudes are imaginary line drawn vertically. Children, you see, drawn vertically from North Pole to the South Pole. These lines are also called meridians, isn't it? Children, the prime meridian is the most important longitude. Children, which one is most important? Yes, the prime meridian is the most important longitude and is marked at 0 degree. It passes through Greenwich near London. Children, it passes through Greenwich near London, and the prime meridian divides the earth into 2 equal parts. What are the children? Yes, the eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. Children, name the 2 parts of the earth divided by the prime meridian. Yes, they are eastern hemisphere and western hemisphere. See, longitudes are marked 180 degree east and 180 degree west of the prime meridian. See children, the eastern hemisphere extends from 0 degree longitude to 180 degree east, and the western hemisphere extends from 0 degree longitude to 180 degree west. Then features of longitudes. See children, there are 360 longitudes. How many longitudes? Yes, there are 360 longitudes. See, all longitudes are of the same length. See, same length. Then the maximum distance between any 2 meridians is at the equator. Children, the distance between any 2 meridians, you see, the distance between any 2 meridians decreases. Children, decreases towards both the poles. These are called features of longitudes. Children, next one, the grid. What is a grid? Yes, a network of latitudes and longitudes is called grid. Children, the lines of latitudes and longitudes form a network of lines called grid. Children, what are the uses of grid? With the help of the grid, we can locate places. Children, we can locate places. Then we can learn much about the places. Children, listen carefully. A globe is a model of the earth. Then latitudes are imaginary lines that run parallel to the equator. Then longitudes are semicircles. Children, the longitudes are semicircles that join the North Pole to the South Pole. The latitudes and longitudes cross each other to form a grid. It means a network of latitudes and longitudes is called grid. Children, next I am going to give book exercise revision. First one, fill in the blanks. See children, first question. What is the first question? Yes, the dash divides the earth into two equal curves known as hemispheres. What is the answer children? Yes, equator. Children, the equator divides the earth into two equal curves known as the hemispheres. Then second question, lines running parallel to the equator are called dash. Children, listen carefully. Lines running parallel to the equator are called dash. Yes, the answer is latitudes. Children, lines running parallel to the equator are called latitudes. Then third question, children listen. The presence of dash and dash makes life possible on earth. See, the presence of dash and dash makes life possible on earth. What is the answer children? Yes, water and air. Children, the presence of water and air makes life possible on earth. Then fourth question, the meridian passing through Greenwich. Children, the meridian passing through Greenwich near London is also called the dash. Yes, the answer is prime meridian. Children, the meridian passing through Greenwich near London is also called the prime meridian. Children, last question, fifth one. The dash allows us to locate a place on the globe or a map. Yes, the answer is grid. Children, the grid allows us to locate a place on the globe or a map. Children, next one, match the following. See children, first question, globe. Children, what is globe? Yes, option E, model of the earth. Children, globe is a model of the earth. Then second question, longitudes. Yes, the answer is option D, meridians. Children, longitudes, meridians. Longitudes also called meridians. Then third question, children, grid. Children, grid. Yes, the answer is option A, network of longitudes and latitudes. Children, what is grid? Yes, a network of longitudes and latitudes. Then fourth question, children, what is fourth question? Yes, latitudes. Children, latitudes. Yes, the answer is option B, parallels. Children, latitudes also called parallels. Fifth question, continents. Children, continents. What is the answer? Yes, option C, huge masses of continuous land. Children, huge masses of continuous land. Children, continents. Yes, huge masses of continuous land. Then next one, answer the following. See children, first question, what is globe? See children, what is globe? Yes, the globe is a small model of the earth. Children, the globe is a small model of the earth. It is spherical in shape. Children, it is spherical in shape. It shows us the shape and location. Children, it shows us the shape and location of the continents, oceans and seas on a smaller scale with the grid of latitudes and longitudes. Then next question. Children, what is the second question? Yes, name the continents of the earth. Children, listen carefully. Name the continents of the earth. What is the answer? Yes, the huge land masses are called continents. Children, the huge land masses are called continents. There are 7 continents. Children, how many continents? Yes, there are 7 continents. Children, what are they? Yes, they are Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Children, what are the continents? Yes, the huge land masses are called continents. What are they? Yes, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, Antarctica, Europe and Australia. Children, next one, third question. Children, what is the third question? Yes, name the oceans of the earth. Children, name the oceans of the earth. The large water bodies are called oceans. Children, what are oceans? Yes, the large water bodies are called oceans. Children, how many oceans are there? Yes, there are 5 oceans. Children, how many oceans? Yes, there are 5 oceans. What are the children? Yes, they are Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Southern Ocean and Arctic Ocean. Children, what are oceans? Yes, the large water bodies are called oceans. Children, fourth question. What are latitudes? List the features of latitudes. See, what are latitudes? Yes, latitudes are horizontal lines. Children, latitudes are horizontal lines drawn on a globe or map that go round the earth parallel to the equator. See children, latitudes are horizontal lines drawn on a globe or map that go round the earth parallel to the equator. Then features of latitudes. See children, what are the features? Yes, the equator is the longest latitude. Children, the equator is the longest latitude. Then lines of latitude run parallel to each other in the east to west direction. Children, lines of latitude run parallel to each other in the east to west direction. Then all latitudes, see children, all latitudes from complete circles except the North Pole and the South Pole, which are points. Then all latitudes are located at an equal distance from each other. See, all latitudes. See children, all latitudes are located at an equal distance from each other. And the length of latitude. Children, the length of the latitude are located decreases. Children, the length of latitude are located decreases as we move from the equator. Children, we move from the equator to the poles. Children, and last question, how does a grid help us? Children, how does a grid help us? Yes, the grid helps in locating places. Children, with the help of the grid, we can locate places. Then the latitudes and longitudes together. Children, the latitudes and longitudes together form a network of lines or a grid on the globe in the direction of east to west and north to south respectively. Okay children, now I am going to give revision chapter 2, maps or guides. What is map? Yes, a map is a representation of the earth's surface. Children, a map is a representation of the earth's surface. Children, why do we need map? Yes, maps are drawn on a flat surface to show the countries, states, districts, cities, etc. See, we can draw a map of our area, then house also with every detail on map. Children, what are the advantages and limitations of a map? Yes, a map is better than a globe. Children, a map is better than a globe as it can be folded. Children, it can be folded and carried anywhere. Then they also give more specific and detailed information as compared to a globe. Then limitations of a map. Children, maps, maps is a two-dimensional. So, cannot show the curved surface of the earth. So, it comes errors in the shapes and sizes of landmasses in maps. Children, what is an atlas? Yes, a book of maps is called an atlas. It has different types of maps such as political maps, physical maps, climate maps, road maps and so on. Children, who is called as a cartographer? Yes, a person who studies. A person who studies and makes maps is called a cartographer. Children, next one, types of maps. Children, what are the types of maps? The different types of maps such as physical maps, political maps, road maps and climate maps. Children, first one, physical maps. It shows physical features like mountains, plateaus, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. Children, different colors are used to show different features. For example, blue color is used to mark all kinds of water bodies. Children, what is physical map? Yes, physical maps show us the physical features of an area. Then next one, political maps. Children, what is political maps? Yes, political maps shows boundaries of an area. Children, political map shows cities, states and countries. Children, different symbols are used to mark the country capitals and the state capitals. Children, next one, road maps. See, road maps show the highways, roads, railways, tracks, airports and cities. Children, we use road map to find our way in a new city or town. Children, next one, climate maps. See children, climate maps provide information about the climate, rain and snow in a region. Climate maps give general information. Children, climate maps give general information regarding the climate and rainfall of an area. Children, how to read a map? To read the map correctly and accurately, we need to understand the language of a map. See, every map has directions, signs, symbols and scale. This is called the language of the map. Children, first one, directions in a map. Do you know the four major directions? Yes, these are north, south, east and west. How do you find directions on your map, children? Yes, the top of the map is the north. Then the bottom of the map is the south. Then do you right is the east and do you left is the west. Children, do you know four subdirections? Yes, north-east lies between north and east. Then north-west lies between north and west. Similarly, between south and east lies southeast and between south and west lies southwest. Children, next one, scale of a map. See, we cannot make maps showing actual size of a place. Hence, a scale is used. Children, suppose the distance to cities is 100 kilometers. How many kilometers, children? Yes, 100 kilometers. On the map, it is shown as 1 centimeter. So, the scale is written as 1 centimeter, 100 kilometers. Children, the scale is usually shown in a corner of the map. Thus, the scale is used to represent the ratio between the size of the map and the area shown. Children, next one, symbols. You see, many type of symbols is used in a map. For example, a city is marked on a map by a small circle. The capital of a country is shown by a dot inside a circle. Children, what is symbol? Yes, a symbol is a shape or a sign that is used to represent something. Children, next one, colors on a map. You see, many colors are used in a map. These colors denote different things such as mountain, deserts, oceans, etc. See, oceans, seas, rivers and lakes are always shown in blue. But dark blue colors means deep water. Children, dark blue color means deep water and light blue colors shows shallow water. See, green color shows forest or plain areas. See, mountains and highlands are shown in brown. Lower mountains and highlands are indicated in light brown and yellow. Children, many colors are used in a map. These colors denotes different things. Next one, key. Children, what is key? Yes, a key explains what each symbols or colors on a map represents. See, the key of the map is also called the legend of a map. Children, the language of the map, that is colors, signs and symbols are used to show things on a map. Okay children, now I am going to give chapter 2 book exercise revision. Children, first Roman, fill in the blanks. First question, you see, the book of maps is also called a dash. Children, what is the first question? Yes, the book of maps is called an dash. Yes, the answer is atlas. Children, the book of maps is called an atlas. Second question, dash maps gives general information. Children, dash maps give general information regarding the climate and rainfall of an area. Yes, the answer is climate. Children, climate maps give general information regarding the climate and rainfall of an area. Third question, if you look at a map, to your right is the dash and to your left is the dash. What is the answer, children? Yes, the answer is east and west. You see, if you look at a map, to your right is the east and to your left is the west. Children, next one, fourth question. A dash is midway between any two cardinal directions. Children, a dash is midway between any two cardinal directions. Yes, the answer is subdirection. Children, a subdirection is midway between any two cardinal directions. Fifth question, on a map, dash color indicates shallow waters whereas dash indicates deep waters. Yes, answer is light blue and blue. See children, on a map, light blue colors indicate shallow waters whereas blue indicates deep waters. Children, next Roman, state whether the following statements are true or false. See children, first question, a key also known as a legend. Yes, the answer is true. Children, a key is also known as a legend. Second question, the north, south, east and west are the four subdirections on a map. Children, north, south, east and west are the four subdirections on a map. Children, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is false. Children, what is the correct statement? Yes, north, south, east and west are the four subdirections on a map. Children, third question. A key is the ratio of the distance on the map to the distance on the ground. Yes, the answer is false. Children, what is the correct statement? Yes. A scale is the ratio of the distance on the map to the distance on the ground. Children, fourth question. A map does not give us detailed information as compared to a globe. Yes, the answer is false. Children, what is the correct statement? A map does give us detailed information as compared to a globe. Fifth question, political maps show the political boundaries of different countries. Yes, true. Political maps show the political boundaries of different countries. Children, next one, answer the following questions. First question, define the following terms. You see, first one map, second one atlas and third one scale of the map. First question, map. See children, a map, a graphical representation of the Earth's surface. Children, a map, a graphical representation of the Earth's surface or a part of any geographical area on the Earth's surface. Children, second one, atlas. You know that atlas. Yes, atlas means a book of maps on various themes is called an atlas. And third question, scale of the map. See children, the ratio of the distance on the map. The ratio of the distance on the map to the distance on ground is known as the scale of the map. Children, what are four cardinal directions? Yes, the four cardinal directions are north, south, east, west. Children, the four cardinal directions are north, south, east, west. Children, next one, third question. See children, what is third question? Yes, who is called as photographer? Children, who is called as photographer? Yes, a person who studies and make maps is called as a cartographer. Who is cartographer? Yes, a person who studies. A person who studies and make maps is called as a cartographer. Children, fourth question. List out the different types of maps. Children, list out the different types of maps. Yes, the different types of the maps are physical maps, political maps, road maps, climate maps, etc. Children, what are the different types of maps? Yes, physical maps, political maps, road maps and climate maps. Children, fifth question. How can colors be used to represent various physical features on a map? Children, how can colors be used to represent various physical features on a map? Yes, blue. Children, blue, this color denotes water bodies like ocean, seas, rivers, lakes, etc. Then green. It denotes plains or lowlands. And brown. Children, this color is used to show mountains and highlands. Children, many colors are used in a map. These colors denote different things. Children, oceans, seas, rivers, lakes are always shown in blue. Then green color shows plain areas and lowlands. Then brown, these colors is used to show mountains and highlands. Children, next one I am going to give revision periodic assessment 1 portion and pattern. Children, what are the portions? Yes, there are two lessons. One lesson, first one, the globe. Second lesson, maps or guides. Children, only two lessons. First lesson, the globe. Second lesson, maps or guides. Then pattern. See children, first Roman, choose the correct option. Children, this pattern comes only worksheet. You see children, first lesson worksheet and second lesson worksheet. Children, you refer worksheet, choose the correct option. Then second Roman, fill in the blanks. Children, fill in the blanks only come lesson 1 and lesson 2 in book. Children, refer book, first lesson and second lesson. Fill in the blanks. Children, next Roman, third Roman, write true or false. Children, you refer book and worksheet. Children, next fourth Roman, match the following. Children, refer book and worksheet. First lesson and second lesson. Children, fifth Roman, answer the following questions. Children, these questions comes only classwork note. So, you refer classwork note, first lesson and second lesson. Next, last Roman, world outline map. Children, world outline map, refer lesson 1, page number 6. You refer children world outline map in book. Children, world outline map comes only continents and oceans. Children, everyone should write clearly, write in pencil. Children, world outline map, write in pencil and paste in test note. Children, everyone read book, classwork and worksheet. Children, everyone should write index page, then write exam. So, how to write exam? See children, first read the question paper, then write exam. Children, exam write clearly and neatly. So, read well and write exam. Children, one more thing, everyone should write black pen, blue pen and one Roman finished, one question finished, you draw the line. Children, don't forget, you write map, you paste in test note. Children, you paste in test note. Okay children, I hope you all understand this 2-lesson revision. So, read well, you write exam, all the best. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.